Well, you're tuned in to Night Sounds here. Barry Funkhauser and Joe with look in the middle. It's a sandwich
Hey!
with Chase Shumway's here with us. Happy New Year, gentlemen.
Happy New Year.
Hi,
Right?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. We just played you a song there to start the new year off. Some Sweet Honey, some Nathaniel
Little Honey.
Rateliff and the Night Sweats. What was
A
it called
Little
there,
Honey.
Joe?
You gotta get it right. If you're gonna be a DJ on the radio, you gotta get the name of the song right. It's basically our only job. It's our only job.
Yeah, but nowadays, somebody wants to hear what was that song. They're not going to call us or wait till we talk. They're going to whip out their phone, hit the little button, or you talk to it. Hey, dear.
What, the Shazam button?
Yeah, boom. And then it's like, that was that song, Sweet Honey by Nathaniel Rateliff.
No, it's not. Again, it's not Sweet Honey. It's A Little Honey.
A Little Honey. That's why I'm not that.
Honey.
Okay. All right. Well, I just say that that's not that important in my head.
I personally still think it's important. Anyway, Chase, how was your holidays?
It was pretty good. Just pretty tame, quiet. Didn't spent time with the family at Christmas, and then New Year's just at a friend's house.
Nothing crazy in Las Vegas? Didn't they have like some Grand Prix that was like horrible and didn't work out?
Yeah, that was back in November. And
was that November? Was that really that long ago already?
Yeah. And they're still taking stuff down. I think they're still dismantling parts of it. But
no, this New Year's Eve is all about the dance. The cha-cha-cha, the 1 2 3 1 2 3. Did you guys know about the number scenario that we have this past year?
Yes. Everybody was going to Vegas to get married because of the weird number scenario, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, if you're a limo driver in Vegas, man, you better put on your tuxedo because you're working.
Oh man.
If you're an Elvis impersonator, man, you go to the dry cleaner and get the backup one cleaned because you're gonna go out there and shake some hips.
That brings up a really good point, because for a lot of people, we're just like, because for us olds, like I was in bed at well before midnight.
That's why I like the network shows, is because they're the balls dropping 3 hours early for us.
Oh yeah, for the West
done.
Coast.
Peace out. 9 o'clock. Bye. Snooze City. I'll see you next year.
But for a lot of people, it's either like New Year's is either a time to celebrate, hang out, go to bed early, whatever it is. But there are like a certain subset of people that have to work on New Year's Eve, and it's like a huge night for them. Like they cannot take the night off because they just make such unbelievably good money. And so, like, you named a couple, like Uber, Lyft driver, rideshare drivers. Man, they are making so much money that night. And like all the cops are they're working like time and a half because it's a holiday. And so some entertainers, stuff like that. Ryan Seacrest, I don't think has ever had a New Year's Eve off his entire life, starting from when he was born.
Retail was open. Retail was a lot of retail stores
open at midnight.
Yeah, they were open late on a lot of stores were open on 1 2 3 1 2 3 cha-cha-cha, and on the first also, because I was like, I had to go get me some meatballs, and I was wondering if the grocery store sold meatballs on New Year's Day. And lo and behold, there's some that are open and some that aren't. Like, I think Trader Joe's is closed. Jose is back in the bus on the first on the holiday. But the other stores are open. So a lot of retail.
Like Vegas, but like most of Vegas has to be open, right? Right?
Yeah, especially down on the strip. Yeah, I imagine most of the bars were probably still open for sure. The liquor store was open because we went there right before.
So. What was the drink of choice this year?
Oh, go ahead. What
was the drink of choice this year? I mean, because I know Chase, he likes them sours, and he's like, it's like you read the beer menu and you get all the way to the bottom, and they get the sour list, and there's usually like one or none. And so I wonder, did you go the sour route this time, or you?
Well, it was just we stopped and just bought some beers that we liked, and then there was some stuff that was already in the beer fridge back at the house. So it was we were just kind of rummaging through, picking out. But yes, I did actually there was a sour in there from a brewery called Brewdog. They have a big a big bar, restaurant place down on the strip that was actually having a New Year's party. It was like $400 a person or something to get in there. It was ridiculous.
Oh man, I
And,
can't get over that expense. Like, what
Yeah,
are you paying for? You're
Yeah.
paying to be crowded and have to like wait 20 minutes to get a drink if you're lucky. If you're lucky. So I just don't.
Well, it's
get
a certain age group that's always going to do that, and once you reach a certain age group, usually you realize it. Like myself, it was about 5 years ago, maybe. I was like, "Yep, not coming back here next time."
Yeah, no, it was just there was just 4 of us there, and yeah, we were just drinking beers and talking and eating.
Vegas is
peanut M&Ms.
different.
Well,
you can
Vegas-
find a hole in Vegas anywhere and bro down and say, "Hey,
Right.
meet me on the corner of X and Y in the Gold Strike. I'll be there 3:30." And then 12 of your friends show up.
You know what we were missing though? What we were missing, like, and we were joking about this, and we talk about this every New Year's. We were missing the Jamie Kennedy special from like 2008 or whatever. That was just an absolute train wreck of a live broadcast.
Yeah, let me fill Joe in on this.
Yeah,
this
go ahead.
is wonderful. So Jamie Kennedy, you know him from the Jamie Kennedy Experiment,
sure, I guess.
and other things. I guess you know who he is, right, Joe?
Yeah,
You've
he's a comedian. He's a comedian. Go ahead.
And he bought time on one of the UHF stations here in town,
KDOC channel 56, which is now a Christian network. Christian channel.
But he bought New Year's Eve and tried to do a live show, and it just went off the rails. You can see it on YouTube. It's wonderful. People are cussing.
It's wonderful.
Macy Gray was doing the countdown
version I've ever seen.
Oh wait, is that where Macy Gray was like stupid hammered and couldn't even like sing her own song?
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen that clip a bunch. Yeah, because
they got the
song for a while.
Terrible audio cues. They were going in and out of commercial at the wrong time. There was no stage director. The crowd kept getting smaller and smaller as the night went on, so they had to keep propping the shot tighter and tighter on the stage. And then they had these puppets from like Avenue Q or something, and the puppeteers, they were dropping F-bombs live. They were coming back, hot mics, cuss words. Jamie Kennedy's hitting on some women that were on the stage. It was so absolutely good. Incredible TV.
Well, I did hear some scuttlebutt. I haven't checked it out yet, but the New Year's Eve show they did in Chicago was similar, I guess, this year because Billy Corgan was in it, and there was some really, I'm speaking out of school here because I didn't see it. I just heard about it. That it was a little weird, if you ask me. But, I'm old. Some of us here are old. You're old too, Joe, and we get up early the next day.
I'm also an old soul. It's like I figured out a long time ago that New Year's Eve was just like really overrated.
Sure.
But that's not to say I haven't had some like really good New Year's, It's just been a little bit, like the last great, like truly great New Year's that I had. And not to disparage my wife, but it was before I met her. So I was younger, and it was a Mother Hips show at the Casbah in San Diego. Oh man, that was such a fun night. 250 people just like dancing around. We did a whole countdown, everyone drinking champagne. Man, pre-COVID parties were really fun.
Sounds terrible. If you ask me, being in a room with a bunch of people.
I know, right?
Yeah, for me,
now.
I just don't really care that much about New Year's. It's not a big deal to me. For this year, I just needed to get out of the house and have a few drinks. So I just went to my friend's house. That's all it was. I was just going over there to just hang out and have a beer. Oh, there's a countdown. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's fine.
I'm all about the next morning anyway.
Then, by 12:30, we were all tired and we all went home.
That's it. Good night, everybody.
You're all about Barry.
The next day.
Are you gonna tell me that you're like the kind of guy who wakes up stupid early to watch all the parades?
Yeah, man, I'm up before it's so great.
Okay.
Seeing all those.
Are we gonna tell us about the rose parade after the next parade?
Seeing all them tuba players all cold from another part of the world. They have to play tuba for 5 hours. Yeah. And after we play this one, I don't know what song we're going to play. I'm going to ask Joe. what song we're going to play here. But here on Night Sounds, we'll come back and I want to ask you guys predictions into the 2024. I'm going to come up with a couple of things that may or may not happen, and we'll come up with predictions here next on Night Sounds.